Hello everyone, welcome back to the fourth episode of our tutorial series on blood bank management system. In the previous episode, we have successfully connected a database with our application in Visual Studio. In this episode, we will design form for our user module. So without further ado, let's move to our tutorial. First of all, we'll need to open our project. I have saved my project in desktop, so I'll go to my project folder, which is blood bank management system, and then open my project by clicking on blood bank management system.solution file. So I'll just double click on it and it will open on Visual Studio. This was the home form or home page for our application. Now we need to create another form for our user module. So let's go to the Solution Explorer and add another form. But before adding a form, I want to rename this home page. So I'll just click on form1.cs and right click on it, and I'll click on rename, and I will give its name as FRM home and press enter to rename it. And we have successfully renamed our form. Let's see if it's working or not, if it has any error or not. So I'll just click on start and it's working fine. So we have successfully changed the name of our home form. So I'll just close it. And in order to manage our forms properly, I will create a folder inside our project. So just right click on our project, which is blood bank management system, right click on it, and then click on add, and then click on new folder, and then I will give its name as UI and press enter, and I will move this form, which is frmhome.cs, to UI folder. So it will be more managed and more clear. So let's save it by clicking Ctrl and yes, save it, and let's create another form for our user module. So I'll just right click on UI folder and click on add and click on new item, and then select Visual C# items and just select Windows form here, and then give the name of the form, which is FRM users, and click on add to add our form. So this is our form for our user module. As we did in our home form, we will customize this form for our user module, so we do not need any borders. So just select the form, go to properties, and let's change its text to users, and let's go to form border properties. So let's look for form border style and change its property from sizeable to none. And we need to resize this form, so I'll just make it this big, and instead of just randomly dragging and dropping its height and width, I'll just give its fixed size. So go to the properties and let's search for size property, and here I will give its size as 1100 width and 500 height. So this is it. This will be our form for users module. Now let's change the background of this form as well. Instead of white background, I will set its background as scroll bar, which is a little bit gray. So just select the form and go to properties and look for back color and change its color from control to scroll bar. So just scroll the colors and select the scroll bar, so it will be a little bit of grayish color. Now I need to add a panel for header, so go to the toolbox and search for panel, just drag and drop panel and select the panel, go to properties and change its name from panel 1 to panel top or header, anything you like. I'll just give panel top, and let's set its back color from scroll bar to reddish color, which is Salmon. Just click on web tab and I'll search for salmon. Sorry, I said Salmon, it was salmon. It will be reddish color, and we need this panel to be fixed on the top, so we'll change its dock properties from none to top. Just select the top one and it will be fixed on the top. I will minimize it. This will be great. And here we need to add a heading for our users module. So I'll just go to toolbox and search for label. Just drag and drop label here, and we need to change its properties like font properties, font color, etc. So just select the properties, go to select the label, go to properties and change its label 1 from LBL from title, and let's change its font properties. Select the font, click on these three dot icons and change its font family from Microsoft Sans Serif to Sego UI. We are using the Sego UI font for our application, and we'll choose bold, and its font size will be 14. Okay, and now we need to change its text as well. So I'll change the text from label 1 to manage users. That's it. I think it's in the center, and this looks really nice. Now we need to add text boxes, picture boxes to insert the data for users, and data grid view to display the detail of the users. So let's start adding those things. So our first thing is to add a label. So I'll just drag and drop label here, and first one will be a profile picture. So just select the label, click on properties, change its text from label 1 to profile picture, and then change this label 1 to LBL profile picture, and let's change this font properties from Microsoft Sans Serif to Sego UI regular and 8. Okay, and then we'll need a picture box to display the profile picture we have selected. So go to toolbox and look for picture box. So just drag and drop picture box here. I don't think it will be a much bigger size, so this will be just enough for now. So just click on this icon, which is triangle icon, and change this size mode from normal to stretch image. And we will not add any images here. We will add it automatically by creating a button here. So just select the picture box and change its properties. So go to properties and change this picture box 1 to profile picture, and here we'll need a button to select the image. So I'll look for button, drag and drop button here. Let's make it a little bigger, and let's change its properties. Just select the button, go to properties and change this button 1 to btn, select image, and let's change this font properties from Microsoft Sans Serif to Sego UI and regular. I think it will be 10. Okay, flat style will be flat. Change its flat style from standard to flat, and let's change its text as well. It will be select image. That looks nice. That's it. We will not add a functionality to upload image yet. We'll do this in later. First we'll need to design the forms, text boxes and input fields. So the next text box will be text box full name. So just select the label. I'll just copy this label, control and select the label and press control and C to copy, paste control and V to paste. I'll just paste it here, align it, and let's change its properties. So select the label, go to properties, change its label, change its name from label 1 to LBL full name, and let's change its text as well. Text will be full name, and we'll need a text box. So search for, go to toolbox and search for text box. I'll just drag and drop here. I'll just make it bigger. And let's change the properties of text box as well. Just select the text box, go to properties and change its name from txt full name, text full name. Let's change its font properties, and just go to the font properties, click on three dot icon, change its font name from Microsoft Sans Serif to Sego UI, and then regular font size will be 10. So this is it, but before full name we need to add a text box and label for user ID. So I'll just copy this, Ctrl C Ctrl V here, and I'll just move the full name below, and I'll just add this at the top. Just align it. So this one will be user ID. So select this label, go to properties and change its name from label 1 to LBL user ID, and its text will be user ID. And let's change the property of this text box as well. So select the text box, go to properties and change its name from text box 1 to txt user ID. And we need to make this text box read only, because the user ID will be auto generated and inserted into database automatically. So we don't need to insert user ID manually, so it will be read only. So go to the read only property and double click on it, so it will be true. When read only property is activated, it will not allow any user to insert data manually using this text box. We will only use this text box to see the user ID of the selected user only. Now we need to add another field for email. So let's select this full name and full name label and text box. Ctrl C to copy and then paste it by pressing Ctrl and V. I'll just align it. And then let's change this label properties. Select the label, go to properties and change its name from label 1 to LBL email. And then let's change the text as well. Text will be email. Let's change the properties of text box. Select the text box, go to properties, use this will be txt email. That's it. And then again select this two. I'll select these two and copy by pressing Ctrl and C, and then paste it by pressing Ctrl and V. And I'll move all this after email. Here we will change this to username. So select this label, go to properties and change its name from label 2 to LBL user name. And let's change its properties of text box. So select the text box, go to properties, and it will be txt username. Sorry, I forgot to change the text of this label, so I'll just select this label and go to properties and change its text to username. Now let's change the property of this label. I'll just select the label, go to properties and change its name from label 1 to LBL password. And let's change its text as well. So text will be WORD, and it's we need to change the property of its text box as well. So just select the text box, go to properties, and it will be txt passwords. That's it. Now we need to add another two. So I'll just select all these two label and two text boxes, press Ctrl and C to copy and paste by pressing Ctrl and V. I'll just move below the password, and then we need to change the label of this one. So select the label, go to properties and change its name from label 2 to LBL contact. We need to change the text as well. So go to the text properties and double click on text, and it will be contact. We need to change the property of this text box as well. So I'll just select the text box and go to properties, and it will be txt contact. And I don't want this contact to have random amount of numbers, so I'll just set the maximum number of characters this text box will have. So search for maximum size or maximum length, so I'll set its maximum length size to 15, so it will not allow more than 15 characters. Now we need to move to another label. Let's change this label to address. So select the label, go to properties, and change its name from label 1 to lbl address, and then let's change the text to address. Now we need to change the property of this text box as well, so select the text box, go to properties, and let's change it by clicking txt address. And address can be of multiple lines, so we need to make it little bigger, and it must be accepting multi-line as well. So let's search for multi-line properties here. So here we have multi-line properties, so just double click on this property. So I'll just double click on multi-line, and it will be true. Now we can make it bigger, and it will accept multi-line characters as well. So this is it. Now we need to add buttons to add, update, delete, and clear. Let's go to toolbox and search for buttons. I'll just drag and drop button here. First one will be add button. And let's change the properties of buttons like color, font size, etc. So I'll just click on button and go to properties. First I will change its name from button 1 to btn add, and then change its text, which is button 1, change from button 1 to add, and then I will change its flat style from standard to flat, and then we'll need to change its back color as well. So I'll change its back color to green, so I'll just look for green. Let's go to web panel and let's search for green back color. Where is it? Here is it. I'll select green. Now we need to change the font for color, so I'll go for font color and set its font color to white, which is control, and then let's change its font property as well. So select the font, click on this 3-dot icon. Let's change its font name, which is Sego UI, and the regular font size will be 10, and let's click on semi bold as well. So let's click on OK. I think this looks pretty nice. Let's copy this button and paste it 3 times. One will be for clearing, one will be for deleting, and one will be for updating. So I'll just drag and drop here. Let's align them. Let's make these a little bit bigger. That's it. Now we need to change the color for all of these buttons and text box also, and name also. So I'll just select the button, go to properties, and change its name from button 1 to btn update, and let's change its back color from green to teal. I'll search for teal. Here it is, teal. This is nice. And let's change the text from add to update, and let's select the another one, go to properties and change its name to btn delete, and its back color will be reddish, which is crimson. Where is crimson? We need to search for crimson color. Here is it. It's crimson, and its text will be delete. So I'll just go to the text property and change its text from add to delete, and the last one is clear. So just click on this button, last button, go to properties change its name from button 3 to btn clear, and its back color will be dark yellow or dark golden rod or something like that. So let's search for yellowish color. Here is dark golden rod. I'll select this one, and let's change this text from add to clear. So that's it. Now another thing we need to add is data grid view to display the users. Let's go to the toolbox and search for data grid view. Let's drag and drop here. Let's resize it. That looks great, and I'll make its size of this, and let's change its property. So just select the data grid view and go to properties. Let's change its name from data grid view 1 to dgv users. And last thing we need to add is a search area to search the users. So I'll just copy one of these text boxes, Ctrl C to copy and Ctrl V. I'll move here, and let's change the label here. So I'll change its text from full name to search. So select the label, go to properties and change its name from label 1 to lbl search. And then let's change the text from full name to search, and then let's make it a little bit bigger, and we need to change the property of the text box as well. So select the text box, go to property and change its name from text box 1 to txt search. That's it. Let's make the data grid view a little bigger. That looks fine. Let's save it by clicking Ctrl and S. One last thing, I need to change the property of this form. So I'll just click on blank area and go to property. Let's change the property of start position from Windows default location to center screen, so that our form will always open on the center of the screen. So let's save it by pressing Ctrl and S. We have designed the form, but we need to link this form to our home page. So I'll just go to the home page and let's link the user form to our home page. So I'll just double click on this user menu, just double click on it, and it will create a button click event. So here we will open users form. So frm users is equals to new frm users. Don't worry about the error, just hover over the error and click on show potential fixes and select the first one, which is using blood bank management system.ui. So it will solve our error, and then press enter and we'll open the form, which is users.show. This will open our form. Let's save this by pressing Ctrl and S, and let's start our application to see whether our form opens when we click on user menu or not. So I'll just click on start. So this is our home page. So I'll just click on users menu, and our user form is opening as we needed, but we haven't added a close icon here. So we need to add a close icon here. Let's add that. So I'll just stop this application. Let's go to form user design and let's add a close icon here. So I'll go to toolbox and then search for picture box. Let's drag and drop here. Let's resize it. Let's change this property. Select the picture box, go to properties, and let's change this property from picture box 1 to picture box close. And let's select the picture box, click on this small triangle icon, and let's change its size mode from normal to stretch image. And we also need to select the close icon. So I'll just click on choose image and click on local resource import, and then we have already downloaded the close icon, and I'll click on open and OK. So this is, but it's not clearly visible. So instead of a red close icon, we will download a white one and use that for our close icon. Let's go to icons8.com. Let's search for close icon. Let's search here, and then select here. Let's select the close icon. We use this one. Let's change this color from red to white. So I'll just select white one, and let's click on done, and I will click on download, and then I'll select the highest file size possible, which is 500 pixel, and then click on download to download our icon. And our icon is downloaded successfully. Here I'll just find the folder where it is downloaded, so I'll just go to show in folder. I will cut it from here by pressing Ctrl and X and paste it in our desktop so that we can access it easily. So I'll paste it here, Ctrl and V. Okay, I'll replace it. Continue. Sorry, I could not paste it here, so I'll just again I will have to copy it from here. I will rename it, right click, rename, and close, and then I'll just cut it from here, Ctrl and X, and paste it in our desktop. Here it is. We have renamed the icon and paste it in our desktop. Let's change the image. So I'll just select the picture box, go to this, click on this icon and choose image, import, and then let's find our image which was closed. This is it. I'll just select the image and click on open and click on OK. Now it's visible, but we have not added a functionality to close this form whenever we click on this close icon. So I'll just double click on it to activate or create a button click event. So I'll just double click on this picture and let's add functionality to close this form, which is this dot hide, and this will close our users form. When we click on that close icon, let's save it by pressing Ctrl and S, and let's start our application and check whether the functionality to close this form works or not. I'll click on start and let's open our users form. So user form is showing successfully. Now let's click on this close icon and check whether the functionality works or not. So I'll just click on this close icon and the form is closed successfully. So we have successfully designed a form for our user module, and in the next episode we will create a business logic layer or getter and setter for our application. So thank you so much for watching. If you have any confusion related to this video, then don't forget to comment. I'll reply as soon as possible, and if you like this video, then don't forget to like, share and subscribe. So thanks so much for watching. See you soon. Bye bye.